If I told you I can turn your small YouTube channel into a cash flowing 10, 20, 30k per month business without needing AdSense numbers like this, would you believe me? Well, I'm going to show you how my YouTube channel with less than 40,000 subscribers made me over $100,000 in the last 60 days. And that is by following my formula, the views to income YouTube playbook. So I'm going to show you this quote I saw yesterday on Twitter, right? It said, imagine playing Monopoly and never buying any asset or investment that generates income. Imagine you just went around collecting $200, giving your money to the rich and trying to stay out of jail. Sounds ridiculous? That's how most people live their lives. Now, obviously, this is applying to the normal life. Most people get a job, they don't buy any assets, they just get paid their income or their salary, and that's it. But I'm going to apply the same thing to YouTube. You just going around and collecting $200 is just going around and collecting your YouTube AdSense paycheck every month. Just what YouTube pays you, that's it. Not realizing that you are sitting on an absolute gold mine with the YouTube channel audience you are building up or that you've built up. And that is where I come in. I am the absolute pro at turning views into income, something I've done myself and I do for all my clients. So in reality, this is my actual AdSense earnings. The AdSense I showed you earlier was in Jamaican dollars, not true whatsoever. I made £1,359 last month, which is about $1,800, around that, almost $2,000. And then £526 so far this month. So not an awful lot. You can live off $2,000 per month, of course you can, but most people are not going to live off $2,000. And I told you I made over $100,000 over the last 60 days. Clearly, there's a lot of money to be made in between the AdSense and the actual income generated. So here's the trick. If I show you a pie chart right here of my earnings for YouTube, this very small amount right here, this sliver, is the actual AdSense amount. Where did the rest of the money come from? Well, you've got my software business generating $58,000 between the 8th of June and 8th of July, those 30 days. You've got sponsorships, $4,000, promoting Verlo, a tool I am associated with. Affiliate income, every time someone buys through the link in my description or in the pinned comment, I earn income, $73 for one referral. One person signing up, $73 into my bank account, literally just for that. A Shopify store I built up, marketing through my YouTube channel. You can see 2 orders yesterday. One in the morning and then another 2 minutes ago. $289 for each order. So you're looking at over $500 there for 2 Shopify orders. These are just some ways I'm able to monetize through my YouTube channel, and some ways you should be considering monetizing also, because if you're just relying on YouTube AdSense, you are completely neglecting the business side of YouTube, and in my opinion, the most lucrative side of YouTube as well. So AdSense, quite literally, is just a drop in the ocean. And if there's one thing I need you to take away from this video, is that you will never ever get rich if you just prioritize AdSense. There's so many people online, gurus, that show their AdSense screenshots trying to impress you, making 20k this month with AdSense, 30k with AdSense. Not realizing that monetizing through AdSense, first of all, is not really sustainable unless you've got a search-based channel, which is few and far between. You can get demonetized at any moment. And even if it is sustainable, let's say even if it is, they're still missing out on so much potential income they can be making through their channel. And that is where I separate myself from a lot of other people that talk about YouTube and coach YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber myself, so first of all, everything I teach, I do myself. I don't just preach it. I do it myself with my own channel. I test it myself. I've got experience. But not just that, I am completely different when it comes to YouTube. I'm like a YouTube business mentor. I'm like the hybrid of the both. Whereas a lot of people, they prioritize the YouTube side. Let's boost your AdSense. Let's get your click-through rate. Let's get your thumbnails and titles optimized. How can we optimize it for business metrics, not just YouTube metrics, to turn your YouTube channel into a real business asset that can make you income long term and provide for you, your family, and do all the nice things you want to do in this world? So here's a monetization game plan. If you are just starting, you're watching this video, you're hearing everything I'm saying, and you're like, yeah, this guy's making sense. I want to start turning my YouTube channel into a business. I want to start making money. What should I do? So there's 2 types. There's external monetization and internal monetization. Let's start with external. So external monetization is sponsorships and affiliate income are the 2 simplest examples. The reason I call it external monetization is because the business is not owned by you. So when you sponsor another company, you're getting paid to promote that other company. You don't own that company yourself. Equally, for affiliate income, you're getting paid to promote, well, different services, different goods, and every time someone buys, you get commission. You don't own either of those companies. You just get paid on a commission basis. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, what's the use of that? I don't own the company. I've done a lot of sponsorships, done a lot of affiliate income. It's the primary way I made money when I started really turning my YouTube channel into a business. And it's good because it's stress-free. You don't have to worry about the company's financials, about their stock levels, about customer support. You just make videos and you get paid for that. And you can get paid $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 per video, depending on your views and subscriber count. And it really scales up as you build up your channel. Equally, affiliate income, I showed you before, if I go all the way back right here, you can see $73 for one referral on Verlo. That is just one example. So if you go to affiliate programs that have a high commission rate, so Verlo, for example, the software I own, is 20% lifetime commission. And currently, right now, we've got a $29 plan, $49 plan, and $99 a month plan. But we're going to increase this even higher. So if you make 20% on a $150 plan, which will be our new plans, right? 20% on $150 is $30. So every person that signs up, you get $30. But it's a lifetime commission. So if they renew their subscription next month, that's another $30 in your pocket. So you can see that if you refer 10 people, that's $300. If you refer 100 people, that's $3,000. And if they renew their subscriptions, that's $3,000 every single month into your bank account just for referring 100 people to Verlo. And that's just one example, right? So that's how stress-free it is. You literally just make the videos and you get paid for it. And it's literally free on your side as well. No need to start a business. No need to hire other teams to do that side of it. You can literally just fit it into your current content schedule. The next side is internal monetization, and something I've started to prioritize more recently as I've really built up my YouTube audience and I want to hit the high numbers of 50, 100K per month, etc. So this can be digital products, for example, courses, coaching, ebooks, communities, any of the sort, or agency/services. And I've had experience in both of these sides. Now, this takes a little bit longer, like it is an actual business you're doing. So if you're running a course, if you're running a community, if you're running coaching, I can say from personal experience, I put a lot of effort into my coaching. I do one-on-one coaching and my clients can message me anytime. They have my WhatsApp number, they can book in calls anytime. So I put a lot of effort into this. I dedicate a lot of my time to coaching. Obviously, some people just set up a community and never go in there. That's their prerogative. I know I put a lot of effort into it. And if you want to make it sustainable, you have to put a lot of effort into these digital products. Equally for agency/services, I used to have a short form agency where I would edit, script the videos for people that want to do short form content. I've stopped doing it just because I'd rather put all my attention into my coaching, my software, etc. And it was just a lot of time diversion for me for not a lot of output I was getting. But I know some people that do different agencies. For example, let's say your agency is social media marketing. You're making content about how to do social media marketing, all your case studies. Your internal monetization is funding people to your agency to buy your services. I was talking to someone the other day who does cybersecurity. And so if I was to monetize his channel with him, he would then funnel people into his website and say, hey, we do cybersecurity services. In case you're wondering, your small business could get attacked. It could get DDoSed, whatever. I onboarded someone over the weekend into my coaching program who are now doing generative AI. And one internal offer we're going to have is consulting calls. Because he's done TED Talks in generative AI, because he's writing a book about generative AI, he's an expert in that field. So we're going to give him the opportunity, and he never even thought of doing this, of he's going to record content around generative AI. And then in the description, we're going to say, hey, if you want a private one-on-one coaching call with him, you can pay and you get a private call with him because he's an expert in his field. That's an internal monetization opportunity. So both are, obviously you can do external and internal. I do both personally, but just know that internal monetization does take more time and effort from your side, but there is higher returns. Like I've got a software company, like I said already, Verlo. I co-found the company. I own equity in the company. That has potential to be $100 million company, potentially even $1 billion company one day in the short form market space. That is internal monetization. Whereas if I promote another company and they become $1 billion company, great. That's amazing for them. I don't really get anything extra unless they're willing to pay me more money for more videos. So if I look at my own YouTube channel right here, Deniz Sancar, my main channel, not the one you're watching, it's my business channel, but just my main channel, it's got around 40,000 subscribers. How have I applied both these methods? So external monetization, I've done sponsorships and affiliates. For example, Skillshare, Buy Me a Coffee, Arcads, just a few companies you may have heard of that I've done sponsorship videos for. And one thing I also do with my clients is I show them how to get sponsorship opportunities, because it's all great me saying, hey, run sponsorships on your channel, but so many people don't know how to even get sponsorship opportunities. So that's one thing I do with my clients one-on-one to help them actually prime their channels in a place where they're able to get sponsorship opportunities to make income through this, because it's so lucrative. Like I got paid $2,500 for one video the other day. I'm not going to name the company just because it's in the contract to obviously not disclose this, the exact company, but that's just for one video, and a 10-minute dedicated video. And I've not got the biggest channel in the world, right? So even if you have 5,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, you can make serious money for external monetization opportunities. More and more people are doing startups nowadays because you don't even need to code. There's with companies like Lovable, etc. There's no coding startups, and so many people need UGC. They need experts in the field to talk about their startup. So if you are in a fast-growing area, if you are in a make money online niche, but even if you're in a fitness niche, you can promote fitness products, etc. If you're in a health and beauty niche, you can promote those products. There's always people starting businesses and needing YouTubers to market their content, and you can earn money through that. Then internal monetization. I said already, I've got my software tool Verlo, my AI software. I also had my short form agency, which I've stopped doing now just because it was a lot of time sink from my side for not a lot of output. I'd rather focus my energy in other areas. I've got my Shopify store that I showed you already that makes money through digital products. And those are just a few examples, and $100,000 was accumulated in the last 60 days through all my businesses, through my YouTube channel. So what should you prioritize? Let's say I've got a matrix here of expertise at the top and time along the x-axis. So let's say you've got a lot of expertise and a lot of time. I would definitely do both internal and external monetization opportunities. Internal to really start to leverage what you're an expert in. So if you are an expert in dropshipping, your internal monetization opportunities should be a dropshipping one-on-one coaching because you've got the time to do it as well. It could, for example, you've got a software built around dropshipping. External would be you promote a dropshipping store builder, or you promote AutoDS, another dropshipping store, or Doba. These dropshipping softwares, right? You can promote them. Let's say you've got a lot of time but not a lot of expertise. I'd focus on external monetization opportunities. But at the same time, start to build your expertise up, because when you've got the expertise, then you can look at an internal opportunity as well. If you're an expert in your field, then you can start doing mentorship and coaching. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're not an expert yet. Then if you've not got a lot of time, not got a lot of expertise, I would literally just do external, just do sponsorships. You're making content anyway. You may as well double down on doing it. I wouldn't even focus on internal right now. It would be just too much of a time sink, and you need a lot of expertise to do it. And if you've got expertise but not a lot of time, I'd actually prioritize internal over external. You can do both because you've got the expertise, but I'd rather you put your time towards internal, the limited time you have got, because that's got a far higher return on investment. Plus, you've got expertise, you're more likely to actually be good at whether it is your digital products, your services, your agencies, etc., softwares, whatever route you want to go down. So if there's one thing I really want you to understand watching this video, is that your YouTube channel is your piece of real estate. What are you going to do with it? We've got real estate in the real world. Like if you've got a house and you're not living in it, or you're not renting out, people are thinking, what are you doing? You need to rent out, you need to make money from it, or you need to live in it and it be your personal home. If you've got a YouTube channel and you're not doing anything with it, you're just posting randomly, hoping it gets views, waiting for YouTube to pay you every month, that's the equivalent. You're just sitting there going around the Monopoly board, waiting to get $200 every time you pass go. Let's turn it into a business. And a lot of people, their fear is that when they do this, they're selling out or doing anything like that. Not true whatsoever. Look at some of the biggest YouTube channels out there. They all do sponsorships. You think the Sidemen, Mr. Beast does sponsorships. Even if you look at general TV, CNN, CNBC, BBC, all these all these channels, they run advertisements. Or if they don't run advertisements, they make you pay extra in cable so they don't run adverts. So every day, sponsorships, advertisements, it goes around. It's everywhere. It's prevalent. It's all about how you do picking your opportunities. Now, I've had multiple opportunities for crypto companies trying to get me to promote their crypto coin for thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. I've never taken it on because I've got a standard of moral integrity. I don't want to get paid to just promote a pump and dump crypto scam. But there are genuine companies that need your support and need you to market for them, and you'll get paid for that. Equally, you can create services, create goods, create softwares that can help people, and you can get paid internally with that as well. So let's go back to the Monopoly. Let's go full circle and go back to the Monopoly analogy I was saying before, right? Like, I really want you, after this video, to audit your YouTube channel and see where can you make changes. And if you want me to help you on this journey, like I said, I do this myself. I don't just preach it and teach it. I do it actively with my own YouTube channel. I've got clients I help one-on-one with implementing it into their channel as well. You can check out the first link in the description or in the pinned comment. Both will take you to a link where you can watch a quick training video and then book in a free strategy call with me to help bring this to life for you. But even without that, make sure you audit your channel and think about making improvements one way or another. Now, I can help you obviously shortcut this journey and give you my advice as to what route to go down if you're struggling to really go, okay, I don't know what to do this, whether to do that. You want to make the process so much simpler to start earning money straight away. But regardless, I recommend every single person to do this when it comes to their YouTube channel and when it comes to their social media brand. Also, if you need a little bit more convincing, you can check out the video right beside me as I show you how one of the biggest personalities out there, Bray Scales, built a magnetic personal brand and is able to make millions of dollars every single year doing so. I'll see you right there.